The year is 2016. America stands at a crossroads. A pivotal election looms. To understand this moment, we must look back. Each contest offers lessons. Each race reveals America's character. By understanding the past, we navigate the present. The 2016 election echoes previous contests. We see shades of the 1960s cultural clashes. We feel the economic anxieties of the 1990s and 2000s. Elections shape our laws, economy, and place in the world. 1964. Lyndon B. Johnson took the oath of office. He inherited a nation grappling with Kennedy's assassination. The Civil Rights Act hung in the balance. Johnson pushed for its passage. He faced Barry Goldwater, a conservative senator. Goldwater opposed the Civil Rights Act. The nation chose Johnson by a landslide. It was a mandate for civil rights. 1968. America was a nation on fire. The Vietnam War raged. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. His dream of equality seemed distant. Robert F. Kennedy, a symbol of hope, was also gunned down. The nation was in mourning. It was searching for answers. Richard Nixon, the former vice president, promised law and order. He appealed to a nation exhausted by turmoil. Hubert Humphrey, Johnson's vice president, represented the status quo. Nixon won a narrow victory. It marked the beginning of a conservative shift in American politics. 1972. Richard Nixon sought a second term. He campaigned on a platform of peace. He pointed to his efforts to end the Vietnam War. He faced George McGovern, a senator from South Dakota. McGovern ran on an anti-war platform. He struggled to connect with voters. Nixon won a resounding victory. He secured 49 states. However, a scandal was brewing. The Watergate break-in, a seemingly minor event, would soon consume his presidency. The seeds of distrust in government were sown. Section 5, 1976. Trust restored. America was still reeling from Watergate. Ford pardoned Nixon, deepening cynicism. Jimmy Carter offered honesty and promised to restore trust. Carter faced Ford in a close election. He narrowly defeated the incumbent. His victory repudiated Nixon's legacy, but economic challenges plagued his presidency. Section 6. The Reagan Revolution, 1980 and 1984, 1980. Ronald Reagan, a former actor and governor of California, offered a new vision. He promised morning in America. He appealed to voters' optimism and patriotism. He pledged to restore America's standing. Reagan won decisively. He cut taxes, reduced regulations, and increased military spending. In 1984, he won re-election in a landslide. Section 7, 1988. A new generation of politics. 1988. Ronald Reagan's vice president, George H.W. Bush, sought to continue his legacy. He faced Michael Dukakis, the governor of Massachusetts. Dukakis struggled to connect with voters. He was portrayed as out of touch. The campaign was negative and divisive. Bush won a comfortable victory. He benefited from a strong economy. However, his victory was overshadowed by accusations of negative campaigning. The 1988 election marked the rise of attack ads and the politics of personal destruction. Section 8, 1992, the economy takes center stage. 1992, the economy was in recession. George H.W. Bush sought re-election. He faced Bill Clinton. Clinton campaigned on change. He promised to focus on the economy. He connected with struggling voters. Ross Perot emerged as a third-party candidate. He tapped into voter frustration. Clinton won. He ended 12 years of Republican rule. Section 9, 1996. The internet enters the fray. The economy was booming. Bill Clinton sought a second term. He faced Bob Dole. Dole struggled. Clinton benefited from the strong economy. The internet played a growing role. Clinton won re-election comfortably. The internet emerged as a campaign tool. Section 10, 2000. A nation divided, 2000. The nation experienced one of the closest elections in its history. Al Gore, Bill Clinton's vice president, faced George W. Bush, the governor of Texas. The election hinged on the outcome in Florida. The vote count was extremely close. The outcome remained uncertain for weeks. The Supreme Court ultimately decided the election in Bush's favor. The nation was bitterly divided. The 2000 election highlighted the flaws in the Electoral College system. Section 11, 2004, The Shadow of 9/11, 2004. George W. Bush sought a second term. He campaigned on his record on terrorism. The September 11th attacks loomed large over the election. He faced John Kerry, a senator from Massachusetts. Kerry struggled to articulate a clear alternative to Bush's foreign policy. Bush won a narrow victory. He secured a second term. The war on terror and national security concerns dominated the election. The 2004 election showed the enduring impact of 9/11 on American politics. Section 12, 2008. Hope and Change in a Time of Crisis, 2008. The nation faced a financial crisis. Barack Obama, a senator from Illinois, offered a message of hope and change. He promised to address the economic crisis. He inspired voters with his message of unity. He faced John McCain, a senator from Arizona. Obama made history as the first African-American president. His victory was seen as a sign of progress. The 2008 election reflected the nation's desire for a new direction. Section 13, 2012. The Fight for Economic Justice, 2012. Barack Obama sought a second term. He campaigned on his record. He highlighted the Affordable Care Act and the end of the Iraq War. He faced Mitt Romney, the former governor of Massachusetts. Romney focused on the economy. He pledged to repeal the Affordable Care Act. Obama won re-election. He continued to focus on economic inequality and social justice issues. The 2012 election demonstrated the enduring power of Obama's coalition. Section 14, 2016, A Nation on the Brink, 2016. America faces a stark choice. Hillary Clinton, former Secretary of State, represents experience and pragmatism. Donald Trump, a businessman, is a political outsider. He has tapped into voter anger and frustration. The election is too close to call. The stakes are high. The outcome will have profound consequences for the nation and the world. The 2016 election reflects the deep divisions in American society. Section 15, The Enduring Spirit of American Democracy. From the civil rights era to the digital age, American presidential elections have reflected the nation's triumphs and challenges. Each contest has shaped the course of history. Each race has tested the strength of American democracy. As we look to the future, we can draw strength from the past. Despite moments of division and uncertainty, America has always found a way forward. The enduring spirit of American democracy has prevailed.